All right, welcome back to episode 10 of the Unchained podcast, made to double digits.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of people doubted us.
A
Here we
lot of
are,
people, especially
episode
Smithers.
10. Yep.
I'm Bodie with co-host Owen, here to talk about some Paris-Roubaix.
Paris-Roubaix.
Yeah.
Was this the greatest Paris-Roubaix? That's what the announcers were saying.
Yeah, it was good. Um, yeah, obviously, Wout being the winner, that rocked. I
Yeah,
was pretty
that was
stoked for
awesome.
him. I
Uh-huh.
mean, he's done this race like every year, it feels like since he was probably like 18.
Probably.
And yeah, I mean, to get a win, obviously you can see how emotional he was for that win.
I think a lot of people didn't think he would win it, to be completely fair. You know,
Yeah.
even
And
even himself, he said he didn't think he was going to win it.
well, it's been MVP's race for it's been his race to lose for it feels like forever. And then it's been his race. He's won it the last three times, I
3
believe, up
years.
to
Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like with Paris-Roubaix, to win it comes with a lot of luck and just having I mean, obviously these guys are incredibly skilled, but like MVP having three mechanical issues on one
Yeah.
set of cobbles, I mean, yeah, that's
But
a
I
bad
mean,
beat.
everyone had mechanicals though. Tade was riding a neutral bike for a little bit
Yeah,
and eventually got his bike back. So that's just Paris-Roubaix. Everyone
yeah,
just
but
gets
to have three in
mechanicals.
one section, and then
Yeah.
I thought his race was phenomenal. Him coming all the way back, and obviously Wout and Tade were just not going to let him get back on.
Yeah, though I thought he was going to catch him.
Yeah, there's a couple
I
times where
mean,
I thought he had a really good chance.
they had it down to like 19 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's not like they
Um,
were out of it, him and
no,
the 5 other riders he was with.
even Ghana, he
Yeah.
had a couple like times where I was like, because it would be cool to see him win it as well. I'm a fan of Ghana.
Filippo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that the whole thing, and then it coming down to the velodrome,
Ugh.
but it was so set up for Wout to win it.
Yeah.
I'm in a group chat with a bunch of cycling guys, and my dad, who's in the group chat, texted at I don't know what time the race ended, probably around like 9:30.
Sure. Yeah.
2 hours before, it's at 7:22. He texted, "This whole thing is set up for Wout to win because he's like the only guy that had a teammate in the breakaway.
Yeah.
He he was having a good race and he wasn't having any issues and he obviously came away with the win in
Yeah,
that
as soon
sprint.
as he made that breakaway with, I don't know, maybe it was what, 40 kilometers to go or something,
Yeah,
and Tade joined him, I think everyone just thought, okay, if Wout can somehow hold on, he's gonna win it.
yeah,
Because,
and he did. There's a couple
yeah,
times where Tade went,
yeah,
and
uh-huh.
yeah,
So
Wout,
credit to Wout. Like, that was an incredible ride.
yeah, just being on like social media and stuff afterwards, getting to see like inside the car or like the
Yeah, the
people that are
team
talking
radio.
to the team radio,
Yeah.
and when Tade, I don't know what section it was, tried to go on one of the cobble sections, and they're telling Walt like, "There's this one place he's not beating you. You do not let him get. You are better than him on cobbles."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Just all that going through your ears all the time is
It was awesome.
yeah,
So maybe this is the week that Tade didn't juice. Maybe it's a week to week thing. And
maybe
he takes his roids. No,
yeah,
Tade is still the best out there. I think it just takes a couple years maybe to really know Paris-Roubaix, how to race it, and nonetheless how to win it, because this is 2 years in a row now that he's gotten second.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then coming out of this, I thought it was kind of interesting. Obviously, MVP Vanderpool was thrilled with his finish, and he hasn't. I mean, I still think like I think anyone would be very happy with the start of the year he's had, unless you're him.
Yeah,
I think for
I
I
was
think
thinking the same thing.
he's disappointed in the year he's had so far.
Yeah,
Even though overall it has been a good year. So I mean, we're in April, so it's like you got a
there's
long season
a
yet.
lot, yeah, a lot to go
Um,
here.
but I just saw an interview with him after this. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day like prior. But they kind of asked, like what's next for you? And he said that everyone that knows him knows that his biggest feat that he hasn't gotten yet is mountain bike world champion.
He hasn't gotten that yet?
No,
Really?
I don't believe so, because he was saying that's the biggest thing on his list.
That's very surprising.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, I don't believe he has. If I'm wrong, then oops, but I didn't verify. But
Because that feels like something he should win,
yes, I agree.
you
So
know?
it'll be interesting if I mean, I can't see him stepping away, but I don't know when the world championships are for mountain biking either.
Aren't they in like December?
Could be. So like
I'm
I
looking.
wouldn't I wouldn't be shocked if like maybe he kind of stops racing maybe after like the Tour de France to just kind of focus on mountain biking.
He could. Let's see. Okay, champions. Oh, there's different types of mountain bike. Men's cross
Oh,
country. 2025 was won by Simeone Avondetto. Wait,
all
no.
right.
That was second place. Alan Hatherley from South Africa won it.
Oh, okay.
Tom Pidcock won in 2023. Pretty neat.
It's our boy.
Whoa. There's a dude out here with an absolute dynasty.
Yeah, I believe that.
Nino Schurter?
Oh, Nino, sure, yeah, sure. I don't.
Oh my
They
God, this
say it's like
guy.
Scherzinger or so. Yes, Nino. He killed it forever. I actually didn't know
10
that.
wins, 10
Yeah,
golds, and two bronzes or silvers.
yeah. He's kind of the
Wow, what a stud.
big man on the block. Yeah. And then
No kidding.
also we didn't really touch on this at all last week, but the Basik country, the stage race.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's Sula Basik or whatever. Um, Paul
Basque country.
Sextus. Yeah. Paul Sextus dominated
Yep.
once again.
He's back.
Um, yeah, I forget which day I watched. It might have been the final stage. I don't remember. But um it's him and Leipowitz really were the only like super big name. I mean, Roglic was there.
Yeah, Del
Um,
Toro crashed out in stage two.
yeah.
He was
Um,
out.
but yeah, Sextus won every single jersey. And by the most anyone has ever won it.
He's gonna have quite the price on his head.
So, getting into this, I didn't tell you about this.
Hmm.
The rumor is
It's Red Bull, right?
not anymore. The rumor is UAE.
Oh, that'd kind of suck.
So now I mean, this is all he said, she said.
Yeah.
Now they are maybe going to try and get together the UCI like as a conglomerate and come up with maybe a salary cap
Okay.
because otherwise they fear that UAE is just gonna I mean they have the most money.
Yeah, they'll just
Um
ask the like prince or whatever to give them more
yeah.
money, and they have endless amounts of it
I honestly think the only reason Remco isn't on that team is because of the bike sponsor. Because
because of
Remco is like he has like a
Specialized,
lifetime contract with Specialized that I'm sure is like impossible to get out of.
probably. And
Um
to
and
switch to Konalgo.
yeah, I don't think. Sextus has any like super commitments because he's like 12 years old.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with him.
I think for the betterment of cycling, he should go to Visma because then you'll have each like big team, big three kind of Visma, UAE, Red Bull will have like a young rider that's really good.
Yeah,
Red Bull will have Remco and Leipowitz. They're a little older. Del Toro at UAE, and then Visma has Sexus.
yeah.
But I don't
It'd
know if
be
they'll be able
fun
to
if he
afford.
went to just like if he stayed at like Decathlon or something. Like, I mean, there's
Yeah.
just no chance, but
No,
like,
no.
it'd be cool to see a team get built around him rather than him just joining another like
A big
juggernaut
team.
ready team, you know?
Maybe like EF should just sell their team and go all in on him. You know?
Maybe.
That'd
That'd
be kind of
be,
cool.
yeah, I'd be all in on that. That
Yeah.
or like maybe like Ineos tries to sell the ship a little bit.
I would not want to see Ineos get him because
No.
they're just stacking like more B tier players.
Yeah, but
He's
not
a
if you get him. Then all those B
yeah, he is
tier riders become,
he's a little better, but like them the past 2 or 3 years have just taken all the good riders from other teams. So
yeah,
it'd be like, oh, shocker, he's at Ineos because they're just grasping for straws here.
true. I'm just thinking though, Sextus, Oscar Onley, Kevin Vauquelin could be a cool big three.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Egon Bernal.
Yeah. Don't forget about him. Maybe he should go join like Pidcock at Q35 Pinarello.
That'd be kind of that'd be awesome actually, but I don't think it's very easy to race with Pidcock. I think he just kind of does
He just
his
does
own
whatever he
thing.
wants. I think the team lets him do that too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah, I
yeah,
didn't really follow much of this race though.
no,
Basque
I just
Country one.
saw. No, I agree. I only saw like the last stage, maybe a stage like in between,
Yeah.
but it was pretty much. I mean, he Paul in a 6 day race or 6 stage race won by 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's like,
Yeah. Jonas did that too. So he's up
yeah,
there with Jonas for dominance. Um, Andrew August, American, stage 6 winner.
of what?
Shout out him of this tour from Ineos.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. America. More
Heck
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, never heard of the guy.
Yeah, no clue. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, for the next foreseeable like future, there isn't a whole lot going on. We have the Liège-Bastogne-Liège coming up, but we'll probably talk about that in
Next week.
next episode. And then after that, you have the Giro d'Italia, then kind of goes right into like the Tour de Suisse and then Tour de France, and pretty soon
Yeah.
we're at the Vuelta, and then we're at the World Championships, and it's the season.
Yeah, so we're like the season's basically over at this point, right?
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
close, but
Yeah.
it does
You
seem
know.
like it goes by fast.
Yeah, but then I feel like it slows down pretty quick in the tour.
Yeah, true. It because everything leading up to the tour typically is just
Yes.
so stacked, and then
Yeah.
like right now, obviously, you have the Amstel Gold Race, up into Liège-Bastogne-Liège, which is a good 1 day classic,
Yep.
and then the Italia, and then it's pretty much like the two tours, and yeah, then it's the season.
Yeah, and then after the Tour de France, there's not a whole lot until the championships again.
Yeah, because well, maybe the Vuelta this year could be
Yeah,
fun.
but
It depends who's all there, but if you were to do like if it was Remco and Jonas with no Tade, Paul Sextus, like that could be a good. it could make into a good
Yeah,
race.
it definitely could. It's just hard to beat the Tour de France or just to follow up
100%.
from the Tour. That's the problem the Vuelta has. It's not that it's a bad race. It's just you're coming off of Tour de France.
Yeah. And
So
maybe I'm wrong, but I even feel like the Giro has more hype. I just feel like because once the Tour de France is over, most people feel like the season's over until like the
yeah,
World Championships.
that's kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
I think the Giro is better than the Vuelta though, in
Yeah. It's
terms
got
of
a cooler,
excitement.
cooler jersey. I like the pink jersey.
I do too. The red red blends in too much.
Yeah.
Can't
Too
really
many
tell
teams wear red,
exactly.
even though EF is like all pink. But
It's pink. You can tell the difference.
yeah. All right, we should let's get to your marathon from this past weekend. Big race.
Yep. Number eight, the Milwaukee Marathon 2026. I ran it last year as well. Same course. Um, this course I'm not really a fan of necessarily.
Okay.
It's basically you go out and then you come back and you pass the start and you go to the finish. But what makes it annoying, and maybe it's just where the position I was, I was
Okay.
by myself for at least 18 miles.
Yeah, well, I feel like
And
we should preface that's kind of what happens when you take fifth.
yeah. 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 So last year when I ran this, I think I finished like 25th or something.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty big drop off from like fifth and on. Essentially,
Yeah.
it's much more compact by the 25. There's just more runners over there. So I ended up running with this one woman last year for like 10 miles or so.
Yeah.
And it was nice because then you just can run. You don't have to really think about it. You got a person next to you pushing you along the whole time.
Yeah.
As soon as this year, as soon as we turned to go do our own route from the half marathon runners, I was by myself essentially. But then we're in this long straightaway, and I see far in the distance like the red, white, and blue lights of the lead car, and I was like, "Holy crap!" So I count. I'm like one, two, three, and I'm at four. And I think I counted it like five more times just to be sure that,
Yeah.
wait, I'm actually in fourth place. And then I stayed in fourth place for about 13 more miles.
Okay.
And there was one guy in front of me. I even, while I was running, I was like, I feel like I'm Remco Evenepoel right now in the Tour de Flanders because I was just constantly at like 15 seconds
Oh,
behind this guy. And I
yeah.
couldn't get up to pass him. I couldn't get close enough for him to really like pull me or anything. And eventually I passed him and I tried talking to the guy and I'm like, hey, can I, pull you along for a couple of miles? You pulled me for, a long
Yeah.
time. Nothing. Didn't say anything. I was like, okay, I guess that's fine.
It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it was a little
Also, I feel
odd.
like we should say you did run 2:45:12,
Yeah,
which is flying.
yeah. That I started off a little fast and
I don't
yeah,
even
so
know how you can
2:45.
talk at that pace. That's a 6:18 mile for 26 miles on average.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I do it either.
It's
I stop and
unreal.
I stop and think about that. It's like, how the hell am I doing this? Um, but I went through the half at 240 pace.
Okay.
I think I was 118.30, so even a little faster than 240.
Wow.
And my half marathon PR is about 116.30.
Yeah.
So I nearly met that, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
And um, then you go downhill for a little bit in 16. But after halfway, that's when I'm really by myself. I can't even see second place. Every turn, I can't see third place or the guy behind me in fourth. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great, this sucks. And there's a stretch on that race where there's not a single fan, not a single person outside, nothing.
Well, most people don't have to get there for like another hour.
Right. Yeah, I suppose, but it's like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
I was passing my parents and I told them at like mile 19, I'm like, this is miserable. I'm just by myself running a marathon as hard as I can. Like I don't actually want to do this right now.
Yeah.
And then you get to mile 20 and you meet up with the half marathon people and hey, respect to them. They're doing a half marathon, but it's like
Yeah.
it's just hard because then they're not like yes, you're with other people, but they're not pushing you along because you're just
No.
passing them.
Yeah.
Um and
And you're better than them. They are lesser than you,
well, no.
obviously.
It's different. It's different. And then at like mile 23, there's actually more fans. It's a little more exciting, but then you just hate it and you want to be
Yeah.
done.
You just got 5K left.
Yeah, you just got a 5K. So as good as of a race it was so hard to just
Yeah.
constantly be thinking and motivating and it was exhausting. But it ended
That
up
sounds
being,
awful. So wait, so this guy that like doesn't talk to you, right?
yeah.
Like, so then you just like run next to him for a while, or
No, I ended up running in front of him because I thought, okay, this guy was, half a block in front of me for 8 miles.
yeah,
He was kind of my target. It helps me, push me along. I'm gonna do the same to this guy. I even told him like, hey, I'll pull you along for a while. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. So then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to help him, but I'm also not going to slow down myself for him.
yeah,
Um, so I ended up losing him after about a mile or two.
okay,
And then he never ended up passing me again. Because at that point, when I passed him, I was in third. But then I was passed twice in the last 5K, and it wasn't by him, it was by other people.
gotcha. Some people that were
Yeah.
kicking it in the last 5K there.
Yeah, there was one guy that got third that he was looking good.
Yeah.
Like he didn't look like he had run 19 miles up to that point.
Does that suck? Like when you're on mile 20 and a guy comes like kind of like flying by you, and you're
Little
just like,
bit,
oh, like what?
little bit, but I'd rather have that than like halfway through. I
Okay.
don't know, because at that point in the race, I was kind of ready to be done.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I got 10K to go here. Let's finish it.
Yeah.
You should be grateful you're in fourth place right now at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So,
So now are you gonna be doing anything different like training wise to start training for the last man standing race at all?
no,
No?
I'm just staying in shape pretty much. I think I'll run tomorrow, so Wednesday.
Yeah.
Took a couple days off. After that race, I'll get into biking more
All right.
and when the weather is a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm not training in anything particular for that.
I was just thinking about it the other day. Maybe you start like you start training at night and you go to bed for five
Good.
minutes and you wake up and you run a mile and you go to bed and then you wake up, run another mile, and you go to bed, and you wake up, run another mile, just
Yeah.
to get a feel for it. Just quick
Ha-
naps.
Had I like set out 3 months ago training for this upcoming race, yes, I would have done a couple times like that.
Yeah.
But because this race, just this past weekend and that race are like only a month apart, I
Yeah.
figured, all right, I'll just train for the marathon, stay in shape for the last man standing. But it would be kind of cool to do like just train for that race and every weekend you just like spend all day Saturday running every
You
20 minutes or
could.
whatever.
You got a couple, you got a month,
Yeah.
4 weeks.
I don't know.
I think you could win this. I really do.
We'll
I
see.
think with my support and your running ability, and then our perseverances will
Us
we
together.
won. Yeah. I don't understand how we lose. Also, we could have done I should have done a little bit more research. We could talk about the BPN, do one more. That's like the last man standing race.
I don't know about this one.
Okay, so
There's
the
this.
BPN is like a
Like the nutrition
sports,
company?
yeah, and they put
Yeah.
on like a last man standing race. It's like a really big deal. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the one. There's a man that did it this year in a wheelchair. And so like he's like you want to talk about like
What?
not being able to make excuses. This guy
No
is
kidding.
doing a last man standing, and then it was downpouring so bad that he couldn't use his
Oh,
wheelchair anymore. So he was like crawling because he's uh
see a
a
double amputee.
I believe so. I'm not super sure on this guy's story or his name, but shout out this guy because it was actually so awesome to watch. So he's literally like just like crawling on the ground to like get to the finish line like one more time.
Wow,
Yeah, and
that's
like he had to leave
insane.
because initially he was dragging his wheelchair like behind him. He was just like going like
Yeah.
scooching back, and then his wheelchair like wheels are like so caked in mud because it was just
Wow.
downpouring that they're just like I think he just kind of realized this is going to be his last lap regardless, and so he was just like screw the wheelchair, but like yeah,
Have you
super
ever,
cool.
that reminds me, have you ever heard of this story? There's a guy, so I should actually preface with this. A patient I worked with was friends with this dude. I believe he was a below the hip amputee.
Okay,
And I don't know if he call it walk or crawl, whatever, crawled across America like that.
wow.
Yeah. Like on just his hands, pushing himself along. I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick.
You'd have to wear like gloves, right? I mean,
Oh
like
yeah.
calluses and blisters on your hands regardless, like gloves or not.
Walks across. Yeah, I want to say this was in like the um Bob Wieland. Is this the guy? Yes. Bob Wieland is his name.
Wow. That's incredible, dude. People are incredible.
Yeah, no kidding. This is insane. This was in like the 80s or 90s or something.
Yeah, I can't
Just yeah.
imagine.
Gosh, I wonder how long that took.
You know, if we reach 1,000 subscribers, you and I should bike from Maine to California.
How about maybe 10,000 subscribers?
We don't have 10.
Yeah, but 1,000? Like
Yeah, why not?
that's not that much.
We'll, yeah. If we get, no, we should set a realistic thing. That'd be kind of funny.
I would bike across the state for 1,000. How
Ride
about
across
that?
Wisconsin, you do the raw ride. It's a like literal like ride every year.
Is it really? I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, ride across Wisconsin, raw.
Where do you go from?
Um, it's like Milwaukee to
Oh
like La
yeah, July
Crosse or whatever.
11th.
Yeah. Smithers does it every year. I actually have one of the chalices. That's
Oh,
where
really?
the chalice for the case race is from.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've drank out of it.
yeah. It looks like it starts in Eclair.
No, all right.
Yeah, I'd do
We can
that.
probably wrap this episode up.
Yeah,
Now we're just kind of rambling.
we're getting a little lost here.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Episode 10, we're gonna keep going.
Yep,
We have
1,000
it. Keep making
subscribers.
clips. Yeah, 1,000. I
Hmm.
think we do 1,000. We do something. We should do something for 1,000.
We will. Yeah, we'll do something.
We'll
Yeah,
do.
but
Maybe one day we'll tell the 24/24. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll talk about the 24/24/24 and 24 hours challenge on the
yeah, next week
24th.
when we got like nothing going on,
Yeah.
yeah, we can talk about that.
All right. Stay tuned.
Or
Maybe
yeah,
at 100 subscribers, we'll do that challenge.
do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
We
Yeah,
have to do it annually regardless. So
yeah, it's true. We do.
we made a commitment a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Anyways, Owen, you
I
gotta
got it.
tell
This is
them.
my
Yeah.
outro.
Yeah.
Stay in touch. Keep in touch.
No,
No,
it's stay in touch.
no.
You had it.
Stay in touch and keep rolling. Stay in
Yeah.
touch and keep rolling.
I think this is the very first episode without an NBA comparison either.
Actually,
So
I did have one, but is it too late?
I don't know. You kind of already told them to keep in touch, but it's your outro, so do
It's my
whatever you
outro. Yeah,
feel.
NBA comparison of the week. Um, so to win Paris-Roubaix, I said earlier, you kind of have to like do it a couple times, right? To know what it's like, run through the trials and tribulations. Same thing with the NBA playoffs. A team like last year's Houston Rockets who had a great regular season, Like, oh, this is number one seed, number two seed, they should win it, right? No. Team with more experience is always going to beat them in the NBA playoffs. That's a good that yes, that's a good one. You have to go through the NBA playoffs for a couple of years in order to reach the finals and then win it. It's not like you
I
can
feel
just
like the
win it
Thunder kind
over
of won
one
it like
season,
pretty outright in their first season.
but they lost the year before.
Well, half the teams make it.
All right, keep in touch and stay tuned and keep in touch.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
See ya.